bunny tracks. We set some snares out later on this morning or this afternoon. I don't like to leave them out too long, just to get them set at night. Go check them first thing at first light. Only a couple inches of snow, so there's rocks and crap along the trail that I really don't want to run into with the skids, so gotta wait to really run the snow machines until I get about a foot, 2 feet of snow. 3 feet's even better. We got snow coming next week. So far there's a little bunny highway right back in there, right off the trail, and that's what I'm looking for. That's where I'll set snares. Now you can see here's another little bunny highway. Multiple times they've gone up the same spot. It's not just a one-off leaving the trail and you just see one set of tracks. It's over and over. And I'll set a snare right in that little cubby back in there. More likely I'll get one from that location. And then I can also set they kind of don't bounce through there. There's another spot right in there where this track comes up through. They deviated a little bit, but I'll set one there also. They're just all over the place. There's a nice little bunny highway running up through here. Multiple times they've used that path. Just tracks everywhere. The population of snowshoe hare is pretty good this year. It's been horrible the last 5-6 years. Here's another bunny highway. We'll run down and get some water now, and later on this afternoon I'll set some snares and hopefully I have snowshoe hare for dinner tomorrow night. There, another good example of a bunny highway cutting right through there. Very, very good highways. Here's another one, excellent. Both sides of the trail. They've been through here multiple times. I don't see any other tracks yet. It's all bunny. About 20 degrees this morning. Beautiful, beautiful morning. You can see we only have like 3-4 inches of snow, maybe a foot in some of the snowdrift spots, but about 3 inches. I'm going to call it 3 inches. So I'm not going to take the snow machine out on the lake, not quite yet. Get a measurement of the ice today, see where that stands. But yeah, let me go cut my hole. So after the hole's cut, I'll put the cover on it today. I'll put the fluorescent orange windsock in that pipe on top of this cover, because I don't want any planes landing right on top of it and crashing. Not the planes land here, and when they do, it's usually for me, so I should know they're coming. And once again, this ice all has no bar oil in it. So it cuts a nice clean hole and no oil floating in your hole. You don't want to use a chainsaw with bar oil in it. So here's the ice update. We got about 9 inches of ice. On top of that, we got a couple inches of overflow. And about 1 inch of snow. I cut this hole in a shallow spot of the lake. So I'm gonna have junk in my water. A little freaked out about the overflow. I shouldn't be, but let's push that up in there. All right, whatever. I mean, we got filters, so little junk in the water, filters will get that out. So I see a lot of people struggling with a bowline knot. They do all this stuff like that, and there's no need for that. You can tie a bowline quick by just slapping it over the top, flipping it around and back through the hole. It takes you 1 second to tie a bowline. I see guys that take 5 minutes to tie one. So depending on how big of a loop I want, if I want a small one, then I'll cross it here. If I want a larger one, I'll cross it here. That's all you're doing. Then you flip it back through, bowline. So you can see the ice is there, so I got that much. Half of that spout is above the ice. So I got an easy 1 inch of overflow water on the lake here. We need a nice cold snap in the negatives and then the snow. Otherwise, they're going to have a nice layer of overflow, and it'll take a considerable amount of negative temperatures to fix it. Overflow can be pretty terrifying on a snow machine or walking. So it is November 10th, and this is the latest I've ever had a bear on trail camera. It was November 10th. It was a black bear. It was actually on this camera down here too. Yeah, if I put the cover on top of this and it gets cold, it's just gonna freeze to the lake, so I'm not gonna put the cover on. Probably do some laundry today too. If I do laundry, then I'll have to run back down here and fill these up again. Not all of them, but I got 1 load of laundry to do, so it would take 14 gallons. That's what I end up using. They're about 10 to 14. So there's the trail that I made, the new one, to avoid the snow ramp. Pretty steep on the way down. I'm gonna wait till there's about another foot of snow on it, and then I'll come down here and get a trail compacted and make sure I don't have any little alder branches sticking up from the ground. Came down here and cut down another beetle-killed spruce. About 8,000 more to go. So that's why I don't have a wood pile. It's all these standing spruce trees. They're ready to burn. You cut them down and burn them. So they cut fast and split easy, and So no need for a wood pile. So I'll cut them into 6-foot lengths and throw them in the sled, take the logs up the hill and buck them all up into rounds, split them, burn them all on the same day. Bunny tracks everywhere. There's some pine marten tracks right up here. So, and they eat bunnies too, along with pretty much everything else out here. It's supposed to get some good snow next week, like 4 days worth of it. All right, I gotta clean these cameras too. And there's my snow pole. All right, let me get these clean. Well, the track sounds a whole lot better this year than end of last year. I could tell it was getting loose. I just never had time to do it, or motivation, I guess. But yeah, track sounds good on this thing right now. I don't have all the slop in that drive chain either.